My relationship ended because he hated my body.
Hello, friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So, in today's video, we are talking about women sharing their heartbroken stories, how their men left them because of gaining some weight. So, you guys have put the videos together so that you watch and learn, and I'll be back to share my true sense, like what to think about today's video. Don't forget to like this video because it helps with my algorithm. So, let's get into it.
My relationship ended because he hated my body. I really wish that this was one of those satirical videos that I usually do, but it's not. This is probably the hardest video that I will ever make, hopefully. I've debated a lot about sharing this story, but after talking to so many people in my life about this, I am finally kind of ready to share. It was a very long conversation. He kind of told me that he didn't want to tell me the reason why he wanted to break up with me, and I eventually kind of pried it out of him. He said that his therapist also wanted him to tell me the reasoning. He's just like sitting on the couch and he like raises his voice and he goes, "There are just things about your body that I hate." My god. Awesome. If you guys didn't know, I've been pretty open about it. I had an ED for many years. I got treatment for it. After that, I was in another relationship that was extremely stressful, and I gained a lot of weight while I was in that relationship because I was stress eating. So within the last like 6 or 7 years, I've experienced both spectrums of relationships with food. So knowing that, you can imagine how difficult it was for me to kind of process that this was the reasoning. Apparently everything else about me was perfect, but he was not attracted to me. I wish I could go back in time and just hug myself, because my first reaction to it, to hearing that he wasn't attracted to me, was I wanted to fix it. I was like, how is there just an issue with like attraction in general in your life? Like, what is going on? Which is kind of funny because I feel like I feel like that response was kind of like, I definitely know it's not me, but like, what's going on? What's going on with you? But he like very confidently was like, no, I've been attracted to other women while we've been together. I'm obviously laughing now, but it was terrible. It was really terrible in the moment. After we had this conversation, I went back home to San Diego. We were still kind of navigating what to do, but I feel like after I heard all of those words, especially the word hate, I just knew that things could never ever go back to normal. Hate is just such a strong word to use about someone else's body. And I know that. I know that because like that's the word for so long that I used about my own body. And after going to San Diego, I immediately found a therapist because I was starting to.
When I was in high school, I never dated because I was always afraid that I would be made fun of for my body or that I would be rejected because of my body. So I completely became immune to talking to boys, which I thought was what I wanted back in the day. And I ignored it. Anytime a guy would come up to me to try and get to know me or date me or whatever, I would completely just like ignore them. And I said, you know what, I need to wait until I'm emotionally and mentally ready to take a breakup or to take and handle if someone comments on my body. But I knew that at that point I was way too emotionally weak and way too insecure about my body to accept any type of criticism, comment, or even to have someone simply look at me. And just the idea of having someone look at me naked to me at that point was terrifying. So I waited until college and all my fears came true. I met this one guy and people told me immediately once I met him, they were like, hey, you shouldn't really be talking to this guy. He's not really good news. And we did it for a few months, and all of a sudden he just changed his script on me. He went from like, oh my god, you're so beautiful and perfect and blah 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 blah. Mind you, this is the first time that I ever received any type of physical affirmations from a guy that were positive and that made me feel pretty and that made me feel desired. And one day he just completely changed the script and was like, hey, like, I'm very uncomfortable with you being fat. And it took me by surprise. I had no idea that's how he felt because I looked the same way. The day he met me until the day we broke up, I looked exactly the same. And I was my pride would not allow me to forgive. And you said, all right, that's your decision. Let's go move on. And I was way too hurt, and my pride was way too strong for me to allow him to know that he had hurt my feelings. And then a few weeks or months later, he calls me, or a friend of that we had in common calls me, says that his mom had passed away getting lipo. And it was it really shook me. It really shook me. I never met his mom, but he would make me talk to his mom on the phone. He'd be like, this is my future wife, like, blah, 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 blah. And once I found out that he was going through this, his mother passed away, I called him and I said, hey, I heard what's going on, just to show him my love and support, even though I was still hurt about what everything done to me, but this was huge. And on the phone, he goes, hey, I just want to let you know that you should never let anyone tell you how you should feel and do with your body.
Video, guys. So I'm just here to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video. So imagine building life with someone, sharing laughter, love, and dreams, only for it all to come crashing down just because you gained a few pounds. Some harsh, right? But this happens more often than you think. Okay, so you guys, I'm talking about women experiencing their partners leaving them because of gaining some weight. I think a lot of you been experiencing this, okay? And this is very common, just that people don't come out open to talk about it, okay? So this tells us what happens and what it tells us more about modern relationship. More importantly, we are going to discuss how to laugh and empower ourselves. Okay, so first we're going to start with Sarah's story. After giving birth to her first baby, Sarah's body naturally changed. She gained 30 pounds. Instead of supporting her, her husband started making hurtful comments and grew distant. A year later, he left saying, "You're not the woman I married." Okay, so imagine hearing that after giving birth to his child. Instead of love and gratitude, she got rejected. Okay, so these stories are from TikTok, from different content creators. So another experience is Emma's experience. Weight gain happened during a tough time. She lost her job and was battling anxiety. Her boyfriend told her she had let her go, and just like that, he ended things. In her lowest moment, instead of lifting her up, he walked away. Okay? So many women shared similar experiences, whether the weight gain came from stress, illness, medication, or just the natural changes of life. The result was always the same. Their partner saw as a deal breaker. Okay, so why does this happen? All right, so society has conditioned us to believe women should stay slim forever. There is this unspoken pressure to maintain a perfect body as if life does not happen. Weight, bodies changes, and that's normal. Okay, we have to also here's the truth. If someone loves love is based on your physical appearance, it's really love or it's just infatuation. Okay. So let's talk about, for some men, weight gain is seen as letting yourself go, but the reality is life is always smooth. Relationships are supposed to be about growth, support, and staying strong through those changes. And there's your weight doesn't divide or your value. If someone leaves you because you gained weight, it's not a reflection of you. It's a reflection of them and their inability to see beyond appearance. Okay? Let's talk about looks. True love is built on respect, understanding, and partnership. It's about supporting each other no matter what changes happen. So you have to encourage healing and self-love. To anyone who is experiencing this, Hear me loud and clear. You do not need to lose weight to win someone back. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your worth is not tied to a number on the scale, and you deserve a partner who loves you through fully, through every vision of you. Okay? So, ladies, remember this. You are worthy as you are. Your body is not a measure of your value. If someone couldn't see you're worthy, consider it their loss. Okay? So, what do you think about this? Have you ever or someone been through these similar situations? Kindly share in the comment section. Like, this is a situation which really happens, and it hits so bad when it comes from a person you love, especially those in marriages, and your husband is the one who says bad things about your weight. Okay, sometimes they may mean they want to control you, or maybe help you, but there's a certain approach which you can approach someone which they can't be offended. But if you talk it as if you're hating, it causes damage to that person. I know a lot of people don't realize that, but that happens a lot. Okay, yeah. So there's also um people gain weight for different reasons. Others because of diseases, others because of the medication they take, others is because of the food they eat, but they have just to find uh, a solution which work out for them. Okay, what do they need to eat for them not to gain a lot of weight? If they feel comfortable, because some people are comfortable the way they are, they love their body. Okay, because all I know is that your power is tied to your body. All right, so you guys, I don't have much to say. Kindly leave some comments in the comment section. What do you think about today's video? Okay, why are men leaving their wives? Or maybe there are men in the comment section. Kindly leave a comment for us. Why are you leaving someone if they've gained some weight? Okay, want to know. See you in the next episode. Bye.